Auzubillahi minash-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Olanimiji T.A., the SS3 physics teacher of CTY Model College, Ibadan, Oyo State, Nigeria. Hello students, you are welcome to week 8 of our e-learning physics class for third term 2019-2020 academic session. For this week, the topic of discussion is going to be energy and society. Energy and society. And we are going to consider the following subtopic: sources of energy, renewable and non-renewable energy, uses of energy, energy and development, energy diversification and conservation, environment impact of energy use, global warming and greenhouse effects, oil spillage and oil energy crisis. Let's begin. Sources of energy. The following are the sources of energy. 1. Energy from the sun, known as solar energy. 2. Wood energy, that is firewood. Coal, electricity, fossil fuels like petroleum, coke, and so on. 6. Chemicals, as in cells and batteries. Classifications of energy, of sources of energy. Sources of energy can be classified into renewable sources and non-renewable sources. Renewable sources of energy. These sources are not usually depleted as a result of usage, e.g., solar energy, tidal waves, wind, waterfalls, and dams. Non-renewable sources of energy. These sources are usually reduced as they are being used, e.g., fossil fuels like coal, oil, natural gas, and wood. Uses of energy. The following are the uses of energy. 1. Solar energy is a universal source of light to planet Earth. The plants also use it to manufacture their own food through photosynthesis. 2. Firewood gives heat for cooking our food. 3. Energy from coal is used to boil water, then produce steam used in steam engines. 4. Energy from waterfalls is used in hydroelectric power stations like Kanji Dam to produce electricity. 5. Natural gas, petroleum, diesel oil, etc. are all derived from fossil fuel. 6. Chemical energy from cells and batteries are used to power our electronics and phones. Subtopic 2. Energy and social development. The availability of electricity and petrol is very essential to every society. In fact, all lives on Earth depends on the availability of energy. This is because all our electrical gadgets at home and offices, big machines and engines in the factories and manufacturing industries, our day-to-day activities all depend on the availability of energy. In advanced countries like the USA, Japan, Canada, Russia, etc., the availability of electricity is everywhere. This has enhanced the economy of the countries and thus having a better gross domestic product, GDP. The reverse is the case in the underdeveloping world like Nigeria, Liberia, Togo, etc., where the availability of electricity is nothing to write home about. This has therefore jeopardized the economy, thus giving rise to low GDP. Energy is indeed needed in every society for the production of food, efficient transportation system, good health programs, good educational system, etc. The need for energy availability in every society can never be overemphasized. In short, energy is a major factor to societal development. The impact of energy usage on the environment. The impact of energy usage on the environment could be friendly or unfriendly. The friendly impact is the display of light to give beauty to cities at night and other significances. While the unfriendly impact include the hazard radiation from nuclear reactors, which could be detrimental to human health. Global warming. Global warming is the rise in the average temperature of the Earth's atmosphere and oceans. The global warming is the rise of the average temperature of the Earth's atmosphere and the oceans is what we call the global warming. Since the early 20th century, Earth's mean surface temperature has increased about 0.08 degrees Celsius, 0.8 degrees Celsius, that is 1.4 degrees Fahrenheit, with about two-thirds of the increase occurring since 1980. Warming of the climate system is unequivocal, and scientists are more than 90% certain that it is primarily caused by increasing concentration of greenhouse gases produced by human activities such as the burning of fossil fuels and deforestation. The greenhouse effect. The greenhouse effect is the process by which absorption and emission of infrared radiation by the gases in the atmosphere warm a planet's lower atmosphere surface. I will take that again. The greenhouse effect is the process by which the absorption and emission of infrared radiation by gases in the atmosphere warm a planet's lower atmosphere and surface. It was proposed by Joseph Fourier in 1824, discovered in 1860 by John Tyndall, was first investigated quantitatively by Fancy Arrhenius in 1896, and was developed in the 1930s to 1960 by Guy Stewart Callendar. Human activity since the Industrial Revolution has increased the amount of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, leading to increased radiation from carbon dioxide, methane, tropospheric ozone, CFCs, and nitrous oxide. According to work published in 2007, the concentrations of carbon dioxide and methane have increased by 36% and 148% respectively since 1750. Energy crisis. An energy crisis is any great bottleneck or price rise in the supply of energy resources to an economy. It often refers to one of the energy sources used at a certain time and place, particularly those that supply national electricity grids or serve as fuel for vehicles. There has been an enormous increase in the global demand for energy in recent years as a result of industrial development and population growth. Since the early 2000s, the demand for energy, especially from liquid fuels, and limit on the rate of fuel production has created such a bottleneck, leading to the current energy crisis. Causes of energy crisis. 1. Market failure is possible when monopoly manipulation of markets occurs. 2. Large fluctuations and manipulations in future derivatives can have a substantial impact on price. 3. Pipeline failures and other accidents may cause minor interruption to energy supplies. Oil spillage. Oil spillage is the release of a liquid petroleum hydrocarbon into the environment, especially marine areas, due to human activities and is a form of pollution. The term is usually applied to marine oil spills, where oil is released into the ocean or coastal waters, but spill may also occur on land. Oil spill may be due to release of crude oil from tankers, offshore platforms, drilling rigs and wells, as well as spill of refined petroleum products such as gasoline or diesel and their byproducts, heavier fuel used by large ships such as bunker fuel, or the spill of any oily refuse or waste oil. Spilled oil penetrates into the structure of the plumage of birds and the fur of mammals, reducing its insulating ability and making them more vulnerable to temperature fluctuation and much less buoyant in the water. Cleaning up Cleanup and recovery from oil spill is difficult and depends upon many factors, including the type of oil spill, the temperature of water, affecting evaporation and biodegradation, and the types of shorelines and beaches involved. Spill may take weeks, months, or even years to clean up. Causes of oil spillage. 1. When oil tankers have equipment faults. 2. From nature and human activities on land. 3. Water sports. 4. Drilling works carried out in sea. This is where we are ending the topic. Until next week when I will come your way again, the questions on the topic will be uploaded on the assignment portal. Please log into the school portal, answer the questions and submit your solutions at the appropriate place on the school portal. Until next week when we will see again, my name is Oladmeji T.A., your physics teacher. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.